Okay, we're back for our daily MLB Best Bets here for July 5th. July 4th, wasn't the best for us. We had our moments, obviously, throughout the day. Shout out to the Chicago White Sox, amongst others. But, yesterday could have been better. Today will be a much better day. Unk over there with the San Francisco Giants continues to screw us. Way to go, Justin Verlander. The retirement home is waiting for you, and Kate Upton. Anyways, make sure, folks, before you do the video, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more daily MLB Best Bets here on the channel. Going on in a couple hours, depending on when you're watching this video, is PFL Europe. Our PFL Europe predictions are linked in the description down below. Again, Greedo plays MMA, guys. We just hit 1,000 subscribers yesterday. We're going to have more content on the channel for Greedo plays MMA now throughout the week. So make sure to join us later today. We're going to have our UFC Nashville predictions out with Derek Lewis and Taliesin Teixeira in the main event. But again, go check out the PFL Europe predictions. Go subscribe to that channel. Go subscribe to this channel as we get on now to the first of our 5 best bets. Also, I think I'm going to start posting these. Yesterday, I posted this video earlier at 5 a.m. on the West Coast just because the Nats are playing earlier. I'm going to start always posting at 5 in the morning, so 8 a.m. on the East Coast. If you want it back at 6 a.m. West Coast, 9 a.m. East Coast, let me know. But I think I'm going to keep doing this. 5 a.m. on the West Coast, 8 a.m. on the East Coast. Again, if you don't like that, let me know, because I can switch it back. But I think I'm going to start going with this. Anyways, on to the first of our 5 best bets today for the MLB. I'm kicking things off with a money line bet. We're going back to, again, the traditional format. 2 money lines, national player prop, and NRFI. Our first money line today, I'm going with the Tampa Bay Rays to win on the road in Minnesota against the Twins. The Rays today will be pitching the righty Taj Bradley, 4.79 ERA on the season for Bradley. He's been a mixed bag, I'm not going to lie to you. ERA in the month of June was 5.72. My goodness, that's bad. 2 bad starts, really bad starts against the Baltimore Orioles. But a really good start, 2 starts ago against the Kansas City Royals, 6 2/3 innings, 2 runs. It's a real mixed bag with Bradley, I'm just going to be honest. And I would expect a lot of runs today, but here's the thing. Here's the point I'm going to make about this Rays in Twins game. I feel like the Rays are due. I really think they are. They've lost 4 out their last 5 games, including 3 losses to the A's and the Orioles, and then a loss yesterday to the Minnesota Twins. So I feel like Tampa's due. But also, I look at the pitching matchup. I see Taj Bradley going for Tampa. And for the Twins, they will be debuting their righty, the 25-year-old, in Travis Adams. Adams pitched so far, obviously, in AAA. He's a former Sac State product out of Palm Springs, California. Got drafted in 2022. Adams so far this year in the minors, 3.68 ERA. He's been pretty good so far. I believe, oh God, their AAA is St. Paul, I think, in Minnesota. I believe. Yeah, the St. Paul Saints, as I found. Okay, yes. So he's been all right so far in the minors, but immediately you're getting promoted. You're taking on this Rays lineup that I think is going to give a rookie pitcher some trouble. I know yesterday the Rays weren't great. They only scored 3 runs, ultimately losing the game 4-3 to Minnesota. They had a big 6th inning and then scored again in the 7th, but ultimately, right, Minnesota wins the game 4-3. I think this lineup, though, is going to really... I think they're going to really go after a young pitcher like this. Obviously, again, Josh Lowe, Yandy Diaz, Brandon Lau, Caminero, Aranda. There are guys in the lineup. I mean, Ha-Sung Kim signs with the Rays, makes his debut yesterday, and immediately gets injured after coming off the 60-day IL. That's brutal. So I don't expect Ha-Sung Kim to play today. But Tampa, again, is a lineup that I think can really go after and affect a young pitcher. And again, Bradley's been a mixed bag, but ultimately, when I come down to my decision-making for this best bet, I'm going to take the lineup I think is going to perform better today. Normally, again, I look at pitching matchups and I say, okay, I like this pitcher a lot more, so I'm going to go with them. Today, I really don't think that matters with the Rays and the Twins because I do think both pitchers are going to give up runs. I'd expect, again, there to be a lot of runs scored today. The over-under is 9.5. I think the over probably will hit in this spot, but the only concern I have with that, honestly, though, is the Minnesota lineup. Like, again, Taj Bradley, as he showed in that start against the Royals, who are another team that is very up and down hitting-wise, right? Minnesota can kind of be like Kansas City. They'll have their nights they're great at the plate, but they'll have their other nights where they just can't score to save their lives. I look at both lineups and I say, okay, I think Tampa's going to show up. Right, I know the guys in this team, right? Lowe, Diaz, Caminero, Aranda. There are going to be guys in this lineup that are going to show up. They're going to hit with guys on base. I mean, hell, the top 4 guys yesterday in the lineup for Tampa, Lau, Lowe, Diaz, Caminero, all got on base and all had base knocks yesterday, right? 2 of those 4 guys had multiple base knocks. Those guys are going to come through. Minnesota, again, they will have their nights. I just think the Tampa lineup's more consistent. I think the Tampa lineup is better. I've gone through my thing with Minnesota this season. I mean, they bat Royce Lewis every single day, and I get it. Royce Lewis is supposed to be a pretty good player. He's batting .209 this season. Ty France, Harrison Bader, Christian Vasquez, Ryan Jeffers are, everyday guys for this team. And sure, the guys at the top of the lineup are really good. Buxton, Castro, Larnach. But after those guys, man, it does fall off a steep cliff. Carlos Correa as well. But I feel like Taj Bradley's going to have a better night against this Minnesota lineup than the rookie, obviously, for Minnesota is going to have. I'm going to take Tampa to win the baseball game, -120 on the road. Again, I also feel like the Rays kind of have to turn it around. But again, that mindset doesn't always work. In all fairness, you look at yesterday, the New York Yankees continue to lose baseball games. Not picking the Yankees today, just because the odds don't really work out for us either. But again, we're going to kick off the day with Tampa Bay Rays money line. We're taking them on the road in Minnesota against the Twins. Let's go on to our second best bet of the video. It is our Washington Nationals best bet of the day. And yes, I'm taking the Nationals to win. This is not because I'm a Nationals guy. That's not because this is my favorite team. This has been something I've been doing for a while anyway. We fade Walker Buehler, guys, okay? Now, again, leave it to the Washington Nationals to be the one team to not show up against Walker Buehler. I could 100% see that happening, but I have been fading Walker Buehler for quite a bit. So this is not just me being a Nationals homer. I legitimately think they're going to bomb Walker Buehler. I get it yesterday. I expected them to do fairly well against former National Lucas Giolito, who was obviously involved in the Adam Eden trade back in the day in 2018. A lot of Nats fans, still not happy about that. Not as much now because they won the World Series, obviously, in 19. I remember at the time, though, everyone was so mad about the Giolito-Eden trade. Anyways, or in the 8 months following that. Regardless, we fade Walker Buehler. I talk a lot about Trevor Williams might be the worst pitcher in the MLB. I'll get to more on Trevor Williams in a second because his season might be over. Walker Buehler is one of the other worst pitchers in the major leagues, bro. ERA in the month of June's 11. I don't know if he's going to turn a new leaf in July, but my goodness. Again, your ERA in the month of June was 11 for Walker Buehler. I'll tell you every single one of his starts in the month of June, and I dare the Nationals to not perform today. Walker Buehler against the Yankees, 2 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs. Rays, 7 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. The one good start he had. The one game the Red Sox actually won. Mariners, 3 1/3, 8 hits, 8 runs. Angels, 4 innings, 3 hits, 5 runs. Blue Jays, 4 hits, 4 runs. Washington Nationals, come through and beat this guy today. Okay? Now, yesterday, and hold on, I'll talk about yesterday in a second. I got to get Mitchell Parker out the way here. Guys, Mitchell Parker's pitching today for the Nationals. Mitchell Parker had a much better June than he had in May. Okay, ERA in the month of June was 4. But the second half of June for Mitchell Parker was actually really good. And he had a lot of serviceable starts. I want to talk about his last 3 starts. Against Colorado, he goes 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 run. Okay? Against the Padres, 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. Angels start in his last one, 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. The Washington Nationals have won back-to-back starts with Mitchell Parker on the mound. He actually has not been that bad recently. And again, if I can get 6 innings out of Mitchell Parker with only giving up 3 runs, I'm going to take that. Because at the same time, okay, we're facing Walker Buehler, who's another very low-end starter, who's going to give up runs. The Nationals should be able to score at least 5, honestly, off of Walker Buehler. I firmly believe that. So it gives Mitchell Parker a lot of leeway here in the start because you got a guy like Buehler going for Boston. Now, yesterday, the Washington Nationals guys yesterday, they let down America on Independence Day. On the 4th of July, we get bitch slapped by the Boston Red Sox. I get up early to watch that game, and we just get bitched. We lose, and it's not even a competitive game. Red Sox win 11-2. It's got me thinking, hell, we should go back to Canada. Seriously, we should go back to Canada and become the Expos again. But it's just like, my goodness, what is up with the Nationals and day games? Now, maybe I should have known better, Mike Soroka is a Canadian on the 4th of July. But my goodness, I have been singing Mike Soroka's praises for the last month or so. I've been hyping this guy up, saying he's going to be a huge trade candidate. He's back. He's Atlanta. Mike Soroka's back. And my goodness, what was yesterday, man? 4 innings, 9 hits, 7 runs. He just took a huge step back yesterday, and we let the Red Sox put 11 on us. We're letting Trevor Story go yard. It's just, oh my goodness. It was an embarrassing display of baseball. And I don't want to crap all over Keibert Ruiz. It's just, we're so much worse defensively behind the plate with Keibert Ruiz there, man. We just are. Drew Millis and Riley Adams, again, at the plate, they leave some to be desired, but Keibert's just so bad defensively. He can't frame, and it's just like, I don't know what we're doing. But it has been a theme throughout the season. The Nationals just, they can't win day games, which I get today's a day game as well, but man, Giolito goes 7 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. I mean, that's just inexcusable. Nats should bounce back today, I'd hope. But again, this team, I honestly feel like they play up to they play to what James Wood's playing at. James Wood yesterday went 0 for 2, was basically just a non-factor, walked in the first inning, didn't do anything else the rest of the day, eventually got pinch hit for Alex Call. This team is only going to play as well as James Wood's playing. And I'm not taking a slight on James Wood here at all. I'm just saying, like, if James Wood's playing well, the team's going to play well. If James Wood is going through, not a great game, the rest of the team's not going to rise to the occasion and pick him up, which ultimately is something that we have to do. If we lose to Walker Buehler today, we better not. We better not. Anyways, Nationals -105 at home in DC. We are facing legitimately one of the worst pitchers in baseball. And oh, by the way, Walker Buehler is bad. Trevor Williams, get well soon, man. But Cade Cavalli's coming up. We'll talk about that more tomorrow because Cade Cavalli's starting. Just you wait. Anyways, Nats -105. Let's get on to our third best bet of the video. It is going to be our second money line of the day. We're going to close the day with our player prop and our NRFI, actually NRFI, then player prop. Our second money line, technically third if you include the Nationals. Let's go to Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. The Cleveland Guardians take on the Detroit Tigers. If we get the Tigers anywhere close to -130, -135, we take the Detroit Tigers, guys. And especially when they have one of their starters like Casey Mize going. This is a no-brainer to me. It just is. Casey Mize with a 2.86 ERA, and he is one of the most winningest pitchers in all of baseball this season. Not just pure record-wise, because yes, Casey Mize is 8-2 this year, but the Tigers just win games when Casey Mize pitches. They've won the last 3 of Mize on the mound against the Pittsburgh Pirates. They win 7-3. He gives up 3 runs in 6 innings. Against the Rays, he goes 5 innings, 6 hits, 1 run. Team wins 9-3. Last start against the Twins, Mize goes 6 2/3, 5 hits, 2 runs. His team wins 10-5. Casey Mize's ERA in the month of June is 2.93. Was much better after May, where he had a 3.8 ERA, and obviously April he was excellent with a 2.12 ERA. But Casey Mize is having a very good season. Okay, he's been a very good pitcher for this very good Detroit rotation. And the Tigers won yesterday 2-1. Again, that doesn't mean the most, honestly. Pitching matchup yesterday was Reese Olson and Slade Sassoni. Low scoring affair. Detroit wins it 2-1. Wenzel Perez hits a home run in the 3rd inning, and then Zach McKinstry hits a home run in the 4th inning. Ultimately enough to propel the Tigers to victory. J. Ram hit one over the fence in the 1st for Cleveland. But I just like the Tigers here. Again, it's hard to pick against this baseball team, and the pitching matchup today, right, just really favors Detroit with Casey Mize. 2.86 ERA, but again, I bring to you the whole fact that Detroit just wins when Casey Mize is on the mound. He's a guy that has gotten a lot of run support this season. Same can be said about Jackson Jobe, too, obviously, who has started quite a bit, or started earlier in the season for Detroit. The Tigers just score for their starters, something that I would, love Mackenzie Gore to have with the Nationals. Anyways, starting for the Guardians today, it's going to be their southpaw, Logan Allen. Allen's serviceable. He really is. We cashed on a Logan Allen over strikeout prop last week. He's a serviceable pitcher, don't get me wrong, but this is no disrespect to Logan Allen. He's just mid. I'm just going to be honest. And again, I don't think he's bad. He's 26 years of age, 4.27 ERA. But again, like every month, Logan Allen has the same ERA. He's a model of consistency, don't get me wrong. But seriously, month of April, ERA for Logan Allen, 4.2. Month of May, 4.24. Or month of June, 4.3. It's a consistent 5-6 innings, 2-3 runs. So basically, I can literally detail you how this game's going to go. Okay? Logan Allen's going to exit this game after the 6th or 5th inning, and he will have given up 3 runs. And Casey Mize will go 5 or 6 innings, and he'll have given up 2 runs. So let's say it's either going to be a 3-2 or 2-1 lead for the Detroit Tigers going into the bullpen innings of this game. So going into the 7th, 8th, it's going to be a 1-run lead or 1 or 2-run lead for the Detroit Tigers. It's then going to come down to the bullpen of Detroit to secure the victory for us. I think we have it because, guys, the Guardians are still ice cold at the plate, okay? They just are. The Guards still have not won a game since that Toronto Blue Jays series. So their last win was in extra innings on June 25th. They got swept against the Cards, they got swept in Chicago, and now they lost the first game against the Detroit Tigers. Today is not the day they're winning, and let's just be honest, they're not winning tomorrow either because Tarek Skubal is pitching for the Detroit Tigers. Then they got to go to Houston, and my goodness, the beat down the Astros put on the Dodgers yesterday, I'll get to that in a little bit. Anyways, I'm taking the Tigers to win. Again, Cleveland has lost, 8 games in a row? They ain't winning today. And again, Casey Mize is a better pitcher than Logan Allen, and the Guardians lineup is ice cold. Steven Kwan, again, tremendous baseball player. He's batting sub 300, which for Steven Kwan is crazy. Went 2 for 5 yesterday, but oh man, J-Ram's great, and sure, Kwan is still very good as well. Where's the production outside of those 2 guys in this lineup? I'll wait. I say it all the time. Other than Kwan and Ramirez, what do the Guards have? I love Lane Thomas. Back there is a Lane Thomas Lane Train bobblehead. I have a Lane Thomas jersey. I love Lane Thomas. He's been atrocious this season. Not like Jose Tena's been. Actually, we got Alex Clemmie from that trade. Watch out for Alex Clemmie. He's 19 years old. That dude's a monster. He'll be up in the bigs in a couple seasons. That's the guy the Nats got, obviously, in the Lane Thomas trade. Carlos Santana, Unk has not been great. Brian Rocchio, Schneeman, Bo Naylor. It's just, ooh, man. You know how many sub 200 hitters this team has? Rocchio, Fry, Rodriguez, Thomas, Naylor. They got 5 guys in this lineup. And again, not all those guys play every single day, but they got 5 guys who bat sub 200. And only Lane bats 160. Oh, man. Yeah, I cannot trust the Guards, bro. I'm taking the Tigers here. Detroit money line, minus 135 for the Tigers to go into Progressive Field and pick up the win against the Cleveland Guardians. Our 4th best bet of the video is our daily no runs in the first inning. Yesterday didn't go our way at the bank. Let's go to Chavez Ravine, Los Angeles, California, Dodgers and Astros. I know there were 19 combined runs scored yesterday in that game, and obviously 18 of those were the Houston Astros. You know, I don't like both these teams, and there are a lot of teams I don't like in baseball. I'll just be honest with you. That brought a smile to my face, man. I have nothing against Earl Hershiser, but when Earl Hershiser jokingly said that the Astros were cheating, that brought a smile to my face, man. I hate the Astros too, but Astros won 8-1 in Los Angeles on the 4th of July. Oh my goodness, that was great. Anyways, yeah, yesterday was a beatdown for the Houston Astros. So again, we are taking a NRFI for a game in which there were 19 combined runs yesterday. That's okay. And Lance McCullers had a really good start yesterday as well. That's fine. The 2 starting pitchers today are Framber Valdez and Shohei Ohtani. No one scoring in the first inning. I mean, there's not many pitchers I would rather ask for a no runs in the first inning. I mean, there's really not, you know? I think, honestly, guys, I'm more concerned with Ohtani. And I'm really not that concerned with Shohei. But, like, if there was a pitcher where I'd be like, a little concerned, I think it is with Shohei. Ohtani hasn't given up a run since his first start, where arguably shouldn't have walked. I believe it was Tatis. Eventually comes in to score. Shohei's gave up 1 run in his first start against the Padres, went 1 scoreless inning against the Washington Nationals, and then pitched 2 scoreless innings against the Royals last Saturday. We had the NRFI for Ohtani's last start, and I'm going to take it again. NRFIs have hit 2 out of 3 times so far with Shohei Ohtani starts. Again, only 4 innings pitched, but Ohtani's given up 3 hits, 1 run, 2.25 ERA for Shohei. He's been pretty damn good. He has. And, I mean, Framber Valdez, I don't think gets talked about enough. Likely, en route to another All-Star season. Really struggled to start the year. I remember there was some discussion. I was part of it. I was like, what is up with Framber Valdez? He was not shut down to start the year. Had a really bad start in St. Louis against the Cardinals that I remember. Man bounced back in a big way in the month of May, 2.36 ERA. In the month of June, just tremendous for Framber Valdez, 1.74 ERA. I want to go Astros money line today. I just don't trust it because it's the Dodgers. And I feel like every time I bet against the Dodgers, I just get burned. Since that one time we had the A's to win and we did successfully hit on the A's to go to Los Angeles and win, I feel like I've just been cursing the Dodgers since. I'm not going to bet it. The Houston Astros, guys, have not lost a Framber Valdez start since May 2nd in Chicago against the White Sox. But they have won 10 consecutive starts or 9 consecutive starts in which Framber Valdez has been their starting pitcher. Also, Framber Valdez is going on 13 consecutive innings without giving up a run right now. In a 1-0 victory over the Phillies, Framber Valdez pitched 7 shutout innings. In a 2-0 victory over the Chicago Cubs, Valdez pitched 6 shutout innings. Yeah, the guy's good at baseball, and he's a really good pitcher. He's really effective. So when I look at the matchups to start off this game, again, I think the bigger concern for me, honestly, actually is with Shohei. Why? I'm kind of scared about the walks a little bit. Even though Ohtani's only walked, 2 guys so far this year? Not that big of a deal. Just the control a little bit scares me, just because, again, he is just getting back in the swing of things, and there is always that potential. Okay, Ohtani, the whole thing with Ohtani, he's not getting a rehab start. This is his rehab start pitching in Major League games. I'm not too concerned. Top of that Astros lineup, right? Isaac Paredes, Jake Myers, Jose Altuve, Cam Smith, Christian Walker. Good hitters. I think Ohtani's able to get through those guys. On the flip side, maybe where people are more concerned with Framber Valdez, I'm really not, guys. Lefty Valdez Ohtani. Ohtani's batting .282 this season, guys. Now, again, I'll talk about this more after James Wood has another good game, so I can actually have that discussion. I'd argue James Wood should get more looks to win the National League MVP this season. PCA 2, I think James Wood's the better player. I don't understand why Shohei Ohtani is such a big favorite to win the MVP. He's a .282 hitter, guys. And sure, he's already got 30 home runs. I get that. He's a .282 hitter. He's not it's not like he's an all-star pitcher this season. I don't know. OPS over 1,000, I get it. They're best in baseball. I just don't think he should be the lock that he's considered. I think, again, if I had to vote for MVP right now, as much as I'm a James Wood guy, I would say Ohtani's the MVP. Just like how I'd say Aaron Judge is the MVP in the American League, even though I really like Cal Raleigh. It's just I don't think Ohtani nor Judge should both be minus 1,600 right now. That's all I'm saying there. But Valdez versus Ohtani, lefty, give me Valdez. I mean, what? Ohtani's batting .280, guys. Ohtani, again, power's there. Ohtani's not having a crazy season, though, like we're used to, like last year. He's having a good year. It's not like, wow, look at what Ohtani's doing this year. And then what? Mookie Betts, guys, has been really bad this year. I don't know if that's still the stuff he dealt with at the beginning of the season. I don't know, but Mookie's batting .240 right now, .247. And then Freddie, again, I will sing Freddie Freeman's praises all year long. He's the best contact hitter in baseball, and Will Smith's difficult too. But at that point in time, in the game, right, or the inning, we just need Valdez to get one of Freeman or Smith, or hell, even if they're both on, maybe it's a first and third situation. We just need to get Teoscar Hernandez. I'm okay with that. I think Framber's going to get the outs. I think Ohtani's going to get the outs. I think we're going to be fine here with the NRFI. It's at minus 125. I think this is a really good play today. Dodgers, Astros, no runs in the first inning. Sign me up here from Los Angeles, California. Our final best bet of the video is our best player prop of the day. It is Luis Severino, under on strikeouts, under 4.5. Okay, the Giants have to come through today, even though, Logan Webb is pitching and they do not get Logan Webb runs. But hear me out, guys. Luis Severino, I said this yesterday and I'll say it all the time, Luis Severino cannot pitch in Sacramento. He's been very open about, saying that he hates pitching in Sacramento. In all fairness, bro, you signed there. But, I knew this Luis Severino A's thing was destined to fail. The minute the A's posted welcome home Luis Severino when they first signed him and he was checking out the facilities in Sacramento, and they posted a video of Severino walking around the Rivercat Stadium, and he was just looking around like, what the hell's going on here? He was with his family and whatnot. That's when I knew this thing was doomed. He signed up to pitch in a minor league park in which the ball flies at. Now yesterday, the A's look great. They won 11-2 against the Giants. Justin Verlander, again, it's time to hang it up, pal. It's time, bro. I know he's still chasing 300 wins, is it? Oh, man. I mean, the Giants will continue to let him pitch. JV's been so bad. He's got 0 wins this year. He's 0-6. It's really bad. I don't know. Maybe JV will be pitching for the White Sox next season. I'm so serious. Oh, no, they got a young rotation. Maybe he'll be pitching. Oh, I could see the Angels. I could really see that. He'll go to the Angels next year if the Giants don't want to bring him back. Anyways, Severino really struggles at home. His home road splits actually aren't that crazy now that he had 2 really bad starts recently on the road against the Tigers and the Yankees, but he's still been worse at home this season. As a result, he's getting hit hard. Opponent batting average against Luis Severino is 300 in Sacramento. On the road, it's 219. Again, he's been a bad... Here's the breakdown. No, it's worse than I thought. At home this year, Luis Severino's 0-7 with a 6.79 ERA. On the road, he has a 3.04 ERA with a 2-2 record with a opponent batting average of 219. Ooh, he's been bad at home. He's been bad. There's no other way to put it. He's not getting strikeouts this game. He's going to get got in this game really early. I don't think Severino's going more than 4 innings here. I know the Giants been really pathetic hitting-wise, and yesterday was another one of those examples. They let JP Sears slice and dice them the entire game, and way to go, San Francisco. That's why I despise the San Francisco Giants, because stuff like that, like, you finally put U.S. currency on the Giants, and that's what happens. That's, yeah, way to go. This lineup will go right through Luis Severino. I'm so serious. Again, there's a lot to be desired on this team. Elliot Ramos, Willy Adames. Like, again, Adames is slowly figuring it out, but not really. Ramos has been really good. Devers still not good yet for the squad. They just need to not strike out a million times like they did yesterday. They let JP Sears strike them out 6 times. Oh, my God. Here's the thing, though. Severino doesn't even get strikeouts. The line's set at 4.5, minus 120. Luis Severino's gone over this twice in the last, 6 games that he's had? He doesn't really do this. Yeah. No, twice in the last 7 for Luis Severino. He had 5 strikeouts twice. Against the Astros and against the O's. Yankees 3 strikeouts, Tigers 2 strikeouts, Royals 1 strikeout in 7 2/3 innings. Again, he just hasn't been a strikeout guy this year. Severino, in all fairness, really never has been the biggest strikeout guy, but especially this year too with the A's, he's not a big K guy. Twins 5 2/3, 1 strikeout. Astros 6 innings, 4 strikeouts. His first start against the Giants this year, in all fairness, he did get 5 Ks. That was in Oracle, though. That was at San Francisco. That was that 1-0 game, the Mason Miller walk-off walk. And Severino in that game went 6 shutout innings and had 5 strikeouts. He's not going to replicate that. The Giants are going to hit him much better the second time around seeing him. And the game's in Sacramento. Ball's destined to fly. Hitters just see the ball better as well in California's state capital. And I really think the Giants are going to punish Severino early in the start. Again, there's the old factor like, the Giants don't hit well with Logan Webb on the mound. That's just honestly random. As much as I complain about that with Mackenzie Gore and Paul Skeens at times, that is random for the most part. I think they're going to come through tonight, and I just don't think they're going to strike out against Luis Severino. Personally, again, I believe they're going to chase Severino out of this game early. The Giants will probably win, but again, all that matters for us is that Luis Severino does not hit 5 strikeouts under 4.5 today. For Luis Severino at minus 120, I think it's going to hit at Sutter Health Park in Sacramento, California. So, folks, thank y'all for watching our 5 best bets here for the MLB on July 5th. If you haven't yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Make sure to comment if you do disagree with any of the picks. Folks, thank y'all for watching, and Mamba forever.